What time is it? Okay, let's go. That's right. What time is it?
Welcome back, everyone, to 120 seconds. This time around, I might go 240 seconds because I'm actually going to combine two projects into one review. So the reason for that is that I was given an email for a solo EP from Griff The Guillotine, and I don't know if it's Guillotine, but I'm going to say Guillotine. It's self-titled as Griff The Guillotine EP. And I listened to that several times and then moved on to the next project, which was Rogue's Gallery album called Hurt Heal. And there's a solo track on there called Death Wish, which I realized, I recognized the delivery and the voice that it was Griff The Guillotine. So obviously he's a member of Rogue's Gallery. And then I confirmed that via email so that to make sure I wasn't wrong. The review for the EP links with the group project for me, and I'll get to that. But as far as the EP goes, Griff has a monotone flow with super repetitive lines. Like, the rhymes are cat, hat, bees, knees, pool, fool, moon, name, game, and then name again. So the verse is over, and essentially what you just listened to was a bunch of words that happen to rhyme. As for the group project, I feel mostly the same. Griff and another member, Louis Fontana, sound very similar to each other. They have mostly monotone deliveries, and again with the basic rhyme structures. Now, they even speed up a bit, and this is something that I've had a personal argument with for a long time now. Just because you're speeding up your flow or rhyming quicker doesn't necessarily mean that you're adding more skill or difficulty or impressing people, right? So I feel a lot of times guys just speed up because they think it sounds better. Somebody like me hears it, and a lot of times just because they've sped up doesn't mean that they've changed the rhyme structure at all, and it still ultimately ends up sounding the same to me. Now, with those two members out of the way, there's a third member who calls himself Gorilla Pimp, and he has super complex rhyme structures, is very good at writing both, interesting and elaborate verses, and I really dig him quite a bit. So some tracks on here, one called Bodies has a super strong hook. Demons has someone singing on it. I don't know if it's a sample or not, but I really like that hook as well. Drug Abuse is a sing-songy and a catchy hook, but for the most part, the verses are just okay. So with the exception of Gorilla Pimp, because to me, he just stays killing it the whole album. My favorite track on here then would be Undertaker, which is a Gorilla Pimp solo track. It's for sure the strongest track in my opinion. It's a little bit darker in subject matter, and the beat's kind of old school 3 6 Mafia Shy One sounding. It's a cool track. Problems is the strongest track that has all three members on it. So from the beat, the verses, the hook, it really is the whole package. And it is by far the most solid verse from Louis Fontana. I would like his delivery and his sound more if he did more of this type of sound. So I'll definitely give him props for structuring the album well. It starts off in your face and upbeat, then it's kind of comedic, then they slow it down for more serious subject matter. So overall, I'm listening to the album, and what I find myself doing is just waiting for the Gorilla Pimp verses. So I don't mean to cause a rift between anybody. No hard feelings, guys. Stay a group, stay together, keep doing what you do. These are just my thoughts. Everyone else can share theirs below. Check out the links to both Griff The Guillotine's solo and Rogue's Gallery group project. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. Please tell me how you feel. And since I've got just a little bit more time here, how do you all feel about beat tags? There's a lot of beat tags on this album. I'm an old head. I really don't like it. But, comment below. Tell me how you feel about beat tags. I think it's an interesting topic in today's music world. All right. Until next time, everybody. Thanks.